Hey, everybody. Welcome to our second episode of 2022. The temperatures are dropping a little bit, but we've got some Miami vibes and some warmth coming up for some of us this week, which we're excited to talk about. So before we highlight what is coming up in terms of Wadapalooza, we'll talk about programming and the schedule and everything like that from Street.
Hey everybody, I feel like long time no see, so glad to be back on the update show, talking about programming, talking about gym stuff. The programming is a lot of the same. I know I keep saying that, but we are building up to the open. So what you're going to be seeing is our stamina squats like we've been doing. We're going to be doing some more Olympic lifting technique stuff. We've been doing like snatch, balance, and overhead squats. Some of the stuff that we don't normally harp on too much. So you'll see that continue to be in the programming. And what you'll also see as far as conditioning goes is a lot of couplets. If you look at the open is a lot of two movements back and forth. So anything that's like, thrusters and pull-ups and burpees and really anything at that point, but yeah, toes to bar, whatever it might be. So you're going to see a lot of couplets, and then a few like chippers, and then a few that where you kind of have to be creative and you get a little bit more flexibility to decide how you want to break up that workout. All right, so be on the lookout for that for this week and the next coming weeks. The other thing I want to talk about as well, not to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm bring it up. But I know COVID's getting a little bit spiked right now. We got that new variant that's kind of rolling around. And so I did send out an email with just some policies regarding our COVID guidelines and how they have updated. We're just trying to kind of stay within the times. As we see changes, then we make changes here at the gym. So just to touch base on that, if you feel sick at all, obviously this has been a standard, but if you don't feel well, even if you don't think it's a big deal, just go ahead and stay home. Take the day off. It might do your body good anyways, even if you're not sick, just to have that rest day if you're feeling a little down in the dumps. And then if you come into contact with anybody and they've tested positive and you are around them while they were contagious, which could be anywhere from 1 to 2 days before they even show symptoms. So if you're within that range, you need to be extra cautious. Some of the things that we would like for you to be able to do is just wear a mask. If you're inside the gym and you know that you've been around somebody who's positive, wear a mask for at least the next 5 days, and then get tested. And really, when you do get tested, you should do that 5 days after your exposure to them. If you take a test too early, doesn't really mean anything, so you get like a false negative. So those are just a few things that we would love for you to be able to do here, just to keep our community healthy and safe and working out. And if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate. Reach out to me. Reach out to a coach who will probably just tell you to reach out to me. And I will be happy to help mitigate what your situation is and how we can handle it best. What I don't want you to feel is ashamed or that you have to hide anything. So no judgment here. I just like to be able to help everybody and keep everyone safe. So be on the lookout for that email. Check your spam boxes if you haven't got it. And then come talk to me if you have any questions or comments or helpful feedback. I don't know. I'm open to it all. But I'm going to pass this off to Chelsea so she can talk about the more fun things. One of these days, they're going to give me a portion of the video where I get to talk about fun things. But until then, I'm passing it off to Chelsea.
Well, Street, I thought you enjoyed the programming that everyone is giving you crap for right now. That is fun for you,
That is fun for me. You're right, Chelsea. You're right.
All right, guys. So I'll be kind of reiterating what Street said. Barbell Club, again, is more of the same. It seems like every time you guys check out those percentages and the reps and sets, you think it's one thing, and then you look back at me and go, wait a second. This is not what I thought. So yeah, it's gotten heavier and the reps have increased. So definitely, you're getting a little stamina squats in CrossFit. And you're definitely getting some more of those in Barbell Club. If you want to do barbell, but you're a little worried about the amount of squatting, just come talk to me and we can talk about how you can work the two classes together. So you can still get in the Olympic lifting work and not necessarily miss out on too much. So if you got questions like that, please let me know. We are still gearing up for that meet at ECU on January 29th. If you have questions about that, please let me know. Even if you're not interested in competing in that meet, but you are interested in the future, we can look at what's coming up in our area and check that out as well. Moving on to this week, I know we've all been talking about Wodapalooza and going to Miami, and we're going to the warm weather and you guys are staying in the cold. Sorry, it's my first year going, so I'm very excited to be in 70-degree weather in January. It's a big deal for me. But the shirts, the fundraiser shirts, are still on the rack. So if you guys want to get one of those, just snag it, write your name on the little sheet, and I'll get you all checked out. Those funds are going to be going to the teams that are traveling, and it's not too late to get one. If you continue buying them, they're still going to help our teams out. So, snag one now. I mean, both colors are legit, and you don't want to feel like you missed out on anything. So you probably do want to get both colors, just as a heads up. I would just get both. You're definitely going to want it once it warms up too, because they're very, very summery. All right. And then, Brad's going to fill you in on what else is going on down in Miami.
Yeah, so Wodapalooza, for those of you who may have never heard of that before, just a massive CrossFit competition. This year they are celebrating the 10th year of holding it. I would say to the games, it is probably the second largest event for CrossFit in the world, which makes it one of those really, really cool experiences. They have athletes competing from all different divisions, from elite, RX, intermediate, scale. They even have adaptive divisions and masters divisions, which is super cool. We have 5 teams and an individual going down competing in a variety of divisions. So the elites are actually going to be kicking off action on Thursday. They get to perform a workout before everyone else gets on the floor, and then the rest of the teams will be taking the floor Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wodapalooza has slowly been releasing workouts over the last week here, so the teams are getting a chance to see what they're going to get into down there. We don't know the heat times or the schedule just yet, but you can expect us to send out a message as soon as we find out all those details around when the teams are going to be competing. Chelsea and I will be on the ground. Our goal is to try and keep everybody up to date on hopefully recording some of the workouts or posting them so people can watch and cheer on their fellow athletes. If we see some really cool swag, maybe we'll open it up, let some people message us if they want some cool vendor gear down there, which is always a fun opportunity to walk around. But yeah, so we're really excited to go down there and cheer on our athletes and just take in the Miami vibes for this upcoming weekend. And so if you get a chance to see some of the athletes this week, definitely wish them best of luck and have a really enjoyable experience down there. Once we get beyond this Wodapalooza weekend, just on the other side of February, actually about 6 weeks away, is the Open. Every week, that window is going to shorten just a little bit on how soon it's coming up. So if you are interested, as always, in working with a coach to help get yourself as ready as you can be, now is a great time to do that in the new year. So definitely reach out to a coach if it's help with a movement, nutrition, or anything like that. Always happy to help support you in all of your goals for this upcoming year beyond even just the Open. We do have a couple birthdays coming up this week. So Blair Jacobs celebrating her birthday before heading down to Miami, and then also Julie celebrating her birthday as well this upcoming week. So if you get a chance to see either of them, be sure to wish them a happy birthday. So that's pretty much everything we've got for this upcoming week at Shoofly. Great week of programming, regular schedule. We've got a lot of folks who will be traveling, but we're really excited to see what this next week has in store. And we look forward to seeing all of you at the gym coming up tomorrow. We'll see everybody.
Bye, everybody.